Okay, good morning. Welcome to
SuperMath number 12.
SuperMath 12. We're revisiting parallel lines in this new chapter today, and this is tricky math because this is starting to get kind of a next level up in math because of just pure logical reasoning. We've got to avoid logic mistakes. So the question here is, if you have these two lines M and N, and these two angles are the same, with a line crossing through them, prove that the lines are parallel. And what's difficult about this problem?
Well, because there's a lot of logic mistakes that you can make.
Okay, what's the logic mistake that you can make
very
easily and just by accident?
If the lines are parallel, then the angles are the same.
If the lines are parallel, then the angles are the same.
Then you run it backward. If the angles are the same, the lines are parallel.
Right. That's what we're trying to prove. But is that statement automatically true?
No, not necessarily.
Okay, and they gave a good example in the book. What was it?
If an animal has 4 legs, it has to be a cat.
Okay, and what was the logic error?
Because other animals can have 4 legs.
Okay, so that example was, if an animal is a cat, it has 4 legs. And you can't turn that around. If an animal has 4 legs, it's a cat, right?
Yeah.
Right?
You can't do that.
You can't do that. So we can say if the lines are parallel, then the angles are the same. But we don't yet know that if the angles are the same, then the lines are parallel. We can't flip the statement around until we prove it. So how do you prove that statement?
Well, let's say the lines weren't parallel. I'll just draw a little picture. So like if we had these lines.
Okay.
Those.
Yeah. We have new markers starting tomorrow.
And a line going through them. And if these angles were the same, this angle here, so this is the same as this angle.
Draw it up here so it'll show up on camera. So if these two angles are the same, then what?
Then this angle plus this angle here is 180.
Okay.
So if they weren't parallel and they intersected somewhere, the triangle formed would have this third angle be 0.
Okay, so this angle and this angle in your triangle add up to 180, so the third angle would be 0. And why doesn't that make sense? Why can lines not intersect in a 0-degree angle?
Because then it wouldn't be, the 0-degree angle is just 2 lines on top of each other.
Right, right, and these 2 lines don't seem to be on top of each other, right? But if they were on top of each other, by the way, those 2 angles would be the same.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's the same line.
Because it would be the same angle. Okay. So there you go. So you say, well, look, if they form a triangle,
they're not parallel.
The triangle's angles have to add up to 180, but these 2 angles themselves already add up to 180. Oh well. Okay. So that's a good introduction to logical reasoning in math. And I haven't looked at the problems, but hopefully the problems aren't too difficult.